Hello, you beautiful people. This episode is brought to you by Deep Creek Glassworks. Since 2013, Deep Creek Glassworks has been handcrafting durable glass goods for everyone to enjoy. Looking for something awesome for yourself, or maybe for a loved one? Ornaments, jewelry, glassware, and much more, Deep Creek Glassworks has you covered. Feel free to contact them for something custom that you don't see on their website. Visit deepcreekglassworks.com, that's WORX, today to check out their selection. And just for our listeners, use the promo code SUPERFUN for 10% off your first order. All items are shipped in crust-resistant boxes and provide free shipping for orders over $50. Again, that's deepcreekglassworks.com, works spelled WORX. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Welcome to the super fun game review podcast. Go Mega Ultra Between Review Show. Down. Welcome to MUBRS. So what is going on, guys? Just as a little disclaimer again, we are recording this on Discord, so there will be some audio glitches. By now, you have probably heard the Resident Evil remake, where you could hear such things as Harry and Steve turning into Satan and Harry's dog in the background. We're doing the best we can to get some content out there for you guys, instead of just having a complete drought during the quarantine.
Day 472.
472.
Running low on water and supplies.
I ate my first man.
Oh, Harry,
That's a lie.
Should lay low for a while.
I was going to say I've seen differently on certain trips, but that's different.
Social distancing, cannibalism, they go hand in hand.
Or mouth in mouth.
So tonight, we're going to just kind of get into what we've been doing during the quarantine, and we have some Patreon questions to get to.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! So, Harry, what have you been doing during the quarantine?
Oh, Jesus. Probably the same thing that everybody's doing.
Working.
Well, you're working.
Well,
Masturbation.
yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, masturbation. It's funny. I read an article on the internet the other day that was saying Americans are excessively playing video games, eating, and watching porn. It was in...
You mean my life before quarantine?
I don't know. I just thought it was a funny article. Like, what the hell else are people supposed to do?
I'm going to take up archery.
Yeah.
Harry's never known any other way.
No, that's just called life. What are you talking about? Social distancing.
I did see a quick video where someone from Amazon was like protesting, and his main point was like, "We're not essential. We're shipping dildos. This is wrong." To paraphrase.
That is essential.
Well, he's wrong. That is essential.
Yeah, Harry needs his dildos. Come on now.
Yeah.
How else are you going to have dildo battles in the home?
You know, I can picture it.
You get a couple Great American Challenge, and then there you go. Just watch out for the headshots, because that tip is that's a doozy.
That's a bazooka shot.
Yeah. Cock shot. Oh no.
Here we are.
Yep, that didn't take long, did it?
It didn't take long. Leave it to Steve.
Leave it to Stever.
I swear, when you don't record with us, Steve, I feel like dicks are not talked about at all. But you on the other hand, third sentence out of your mouth.
Harry, I'm always happy to bring some dick into your life, so you're welcome.
I want to say you walked into that, but I'm not sure you did.
Oh no, he walks into it backwards.
Oh.
Thanks for that lob, Ralph. I appreciate it.
Spread apart, but walks backwards.
Wait! He's getting closer. Yeah, so that's pretty much been your go-to there, Harry.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe
News articles on jerking. That's all he's been doing for weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you see what they put in the paper? Oh.
Made it all sick.
Is that
I'm
Harry?
watching a lot of movies, though. I will say that. I watched
Anything
actually I don't know
Backdoor
if you-
Sluts 9.
did you guys watch Parasite? It's
No, I haven't yet. Please do not ruin that one.
when you guys watch it, I'd like to discuss that briefly. We can do that on a
Absolutely.
future MUBRS. I think it was a great movie.
I have it sitting here on Blu-ray. It's like I have a stack of movies that I need to like get through.
Been watching a lot of rom-coms.
You're kidding.
I like
No.
rom-coms, man.
Hey, the wife likes rom-coms. I mean, there's some like what the one do it was it Overboard with like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
that movie's fucking great.
Yeah, it's like, can we watch it? Like, yeah, and of course, like, it's not actually like included in Prime, so it's like rent it for $4. But I mean, it's $4, whatever. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. But sitting back and just watching these like '80s movies, I'm like, okay, all right, this is entertaining. I don't mind.
Did you
rom-coms.
watch that was it like Mystery Dinner or something like that with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston?
God, I hated that movie.
I feel like we kind of started it, and then we were just like, no, and then just turned it off.
I laughed the entire way through that movie. I thought it was hilarious.
Been watching a couple of the stand-ups, like Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer. A couple of like theirs just came out like not too long ago.
I saw 1917. I don't know if anybody saw that.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater.
I was good. The whole movie looks like it's taken in one shot. Now there are some tricks to get around it, but they still give that appearance that it's like filmed as one camera shot the entire time.
There's really only one clean cut in the movie when one of the characters
dives.
one of the characters gets knocked out, and it goes.
Oh yeah,
it goes.
there's another one though. Their animation where when he jumps off the bridge into the water.
Yeah.
Their
You can tell,
CG
yeah.
was not amazing there, and you could tell
Sure.
the transition.
But overall, that is a fantastic movie. If you get the chance to watch it, you should.
It did not play out how I was expecting, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Gonna have to check that one out. I'm sure everybody on board here has seen Tiger King so far.
Absolutely.
I
Carol
haven't had the
Baskin.
last episode to watch.
Killed her.
Carol
husband
fucking-
whacked him.
Baskin. Dig up the septic tank. I'm sure you find Howard underneath that.
Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Carol Baskin.
Did you guys watch the most recent episode with Joel from The Soup? Fucking what's his name?
Oh, I know who you mean.
Oh, Joel McHale.
Yeah, Joel McHale. He hosts it. I was
Oh,
after
that's
show
right. They
thing?
did say
Yeah.
they were adding like just like an extra episode that was just like a week or so ago. No,
yeah,
I
they
have to
brought
check that.
everybody back after they've seen it themselves, and they kind of interview everybody.
Oh, that should be interesting.
I'll have
It
to
was
check that out.
awkward, very awkward.
Oh, I bet.
Was
Huh.
Carol Baskin and Doc Bhagavan there?
I don't know that they were actually.
Oh. Then who the
Was
hell
it
did they
just
have
like Joe's like crew, basically?
Joe's husband? His ex-husband? Who?
Yes, the one that made it.
Right.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
alert. Yeah.
The one that made it with Joe. Right. Got it.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, he was on the campaign manager was there. What's the one guy who came to help him and had the wife?
Bravo or
Jeff
whatever.
Lowe.
Oh yeah, the guy
I-
that stole the zoo.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
That son of a bitch.
metal legs, reverse jacks.
Metal legs.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Jax, he's white. That doesn't even make sense.
Yes, it does. It's metal arms. It's metal
Yeah,
legs.
he's
guys,
white
please.
with metal legs.
His name's Octane, all right?
Octane?
Yeah. You don't play Apex, but there's a character that has two metal legs.
Reverse Jax.
It seemed like a quick grab at the show though. Like, oh man, we're making so much money off of this show. Let's keep releasing episodes. It looked
Oh,
like
yeah, try to capitalize
grab.
on it when you can. We're about to start gardening to add on top of all the other fun hobbies. Got like planter boxes, so we're gonna start to go in off the grid. About time before solar panels in my underground shelter, and I'll be good. I'm not going off the grid; that's too expensive. But we're gardening, so that should be interesting.
I think that's cool, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We're doing like beans, lettuce, carrots. That's pretty much it.
oh, Ralph, is this making you so hot right now?
Yeah.
Fucking sweating.
Sweating, licking my lips. Oh, those carrots. Oh. I'm
Save
gonna
it for
eat
the
vegetables.
cucumber.
I'm gonna eat vegetables. It's gonna be hot.
It's like, oh,
All right,
man,
Ralph,
that
calm down.
squash.
Uh,
It went from being funny to real creepy.
I don't
really
know. I got
quickly.
Oh,
that's pretty much it. I think it's a lot of the same stuff we were doing, just not going out into public places, but anything in the home life. That's pretty much it.
yeah. I've been going to work still. I am physically going to work with like a mask and gloves and like doing shit.
Oh God.
Come home and sort of wash everything, and on the weekends, everything on the weekends. I've a fair bit of Smash. I've been unlocking the characters because I never went back and like really put a lot of time into Smash Ultimate. So I've been doing that, and my sister broke down and bought a Switch, and we've been playing online Mario Kart.
She got one of the few. Switches are like
Yeah,
impossible to find
no,
right now.
she did. Yeah, she ordered it online, went and picked it up. I think she got it through Target, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure it was Target. Uh, Yeah, she got one, and then she got Animal Crossing, and then she bought Smash, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Like, who are you?" She's like, "I'm so bored, I can't stand it." And I was like, "All right,
Losing
fine,
it.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's play some Mario Kart. Great." And it's been fun. But yeah, I said to her, I was like, you're like a gamer now," and she was like, "Yeah, I know." Oh, that's right. And I loaned her Breath of the Wild, and today she told me that she played all weekend and she got to Kakariko Village, and I was just like, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm so proud of you.
Oh. Way she goes.
Nice. Yeah, we just ordered a Switch like pretty much when this all started to go down, like 2 weeks ago, because like I tried to find them on like Target and Best Buy and everything like that, and then like there's websites to track them to automatically send you notifications when they come in stock. It's like stockinformer.com, and it was still just like a nightmare because they would come into stock and then they would be sold out in like 3 minutes. It was insane. So GameStop posted they're not selling regular consoles, they're only doing bundle packages. So we ordered one on there, and it was basically just like, nah, it'll arrive by April 30th.
So if
I
you
was
get
like-
it before then,
Yeah,
Good.
I was like, oh. I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's too much of a hassle to like try and hunt down everywhere else. I was like, I'll just do it. And when it gets here, it gets here. Yeah, wasn't bad.
It's honestly not a bad system to have. I thoroughly enjoy mine. I actually just yesterday took a Joy-Con completely apart and replaced the joystick because I had an original gen Switch that had the drifting Joy-Cons, and since the Joy-Cons are like $80 to replace, like some insane shit, I spent $15 on a kit with two joysticks, and I replaced it myself, and there's no more drift.
there
That's
you go.
And it took
Cool,
about
man.
20. It took about 25 minutes, and I have an extra one in case the other one goes.
Damn, I should
Nice.
probably do that. I went and I started to experience the drift for the first time, and I also have a like Gen 1 Day 1 Switch, and I said to hell with it, and I went and I bought another Pro controller. So I have two Pro controllers, and I just leave the Joy-Cons on the console, and if I play handheld, that's how I roll. But it's very rare for me to have more than two players.
Okay. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I haven't really been up to too much other than playing the fuck out of Resident Evil. And
We noticed.
Yeah, I've been playing a ton too.
yeah,
I
I
don't
can't really
know
put it down for some reason.
I was tuning into your stream for a little bit last night, and well, overall, I got to say that I'm pretty impressed with what you guys are doing, getting your times near the hour mark. I wouldn't even know where to begin with something like that.
Yeah, my Inferno run today was an hour and 12 minutes.
Damn.
Or not my Inferno, my Nightmare run.
Nice.
Which is higher?
Inferno is going to happen later, probably within the next couple days, because I want to crack into Final Fantasy Remake. I have it sitting here. I have it installed. I just haven't started it yet because I really just have a nagging like want to finish off Resident Evil 3.
Your last trophy.
Yeah, finish off
Yep.
Nemesis. Do it.
Finish him.
It would be my first platinum trophy.
Yeah, it'll probably be my first platinum as well.
Is there only like a handful of trophies?
No, there's a butt ton.
Yeah, there's a decent amount. It's nothing crazy like 50 trophies because I've seen that in games too. But like this one has a significant amount, and one of them is getting an S ranking on Inferno.
Jeez. Yeah, that's going to
Yikes.
be a fun one right there.
That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed at least 3 playthroughs, at least.
So when you do these like, speed runs on highest difficulties, you can take whatever gear that you've unlocked to it, and it doesn't change your ranking. Like you don't get just an A rank if you have a weapon with unlimited ammo or anything like that.
Nope.
Nah, there's no penalize.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I just run around with the rocket launcher, and I felt invincible until I hit the final boss, and the final boss was like incredibly tough with just unlimited rockets because they move too slow.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're incredibly good close range because you're just like point shoot, everything explodes and dies, but like at range, and you have to down him at least 3 times because you can't get more than usually like half. I kind of had to like risk it and like push the rest of the power cell in at the end. But like he would be getting up as I'm like pushing the rest of it in and like ready to go.
Oh my god, Clark. Stop. Say that sentence again.
Butt stuff.
I didn't say butt stuff.
No, he's just talking about
Just
shoving
describing it.
Every episode, Clark, Steve's the penis guy. Clark is now the pushing it in guy.
You just gotta push it in.
Just gotta push it in.
Just push it in.
You said the rockets. I had flashbacks to Serious Sam, the slow-moving rockets. Just
They're
like,
not that bad.
you can walk beside it as it's heading toward Nemesis.
To be fair, it's not that bad, but it's still pretty rough.
He moves quite a bit in that last boss fight at the higher levels.
Also, Nemesis is actually really tough to hit with the rockets as well.
Fuck yeah, that dude, when he's chasing you down, he moves so much. Like, do a whole nother episode.
Yeah, he like completely
A speed running mubbers.
he'll straight sidestep a rocket. You have to shoot the ground in front of him and kind of predict where he's going to be, and it still takes 2 rockets to down him.
He'll like put his shoulders against the wall so he's like thinner, so it shoots past him. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's nuts. and if he gets to you, you're dead, pretty much.
Ridiculous.
I did see in my playthrough that like if I shot a grenade, like launched a grenade at him, he would sidestep it. So I guess it's the same idea.
Yeah, he's just really fast.
Speaking of remakes, though, I'm taking off next week from work. I think I'm going to play Final Fantasy VII Remake all week.
There you go.
My God,
That's my game plan.
that's
Beat the
What's
whole
your-
thing in
your
1 week.
Game plan game.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it'll be so much better than that bachelor party that had to get canceled.
Dude.
I know. I know.
I'm worried about your wedding at this point, dude.
Well, we'll see. I don't have to make a decision until May 7th. May 7th is the cutoff date.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So
Is that what like all of your vendors and stuff told you, or?
well, that's we're either committed to the backup date or committed to that date at that point. And no refunds, no checking out, like anything.
What is
Jesus.
the backup date?
It would be a year out
Woof.
following
Fuck.
June.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Hopefully people are fucking smart, stay in, and let Harry get married.
Yeah. If not, I blame America. Oh my God.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man,
Wanted to get married in 2020, ended up getting married in 2021. Thanks, America.
Yeah.
Good job, assholes.
I didn't know Harry was Russian. God damn. Start going around. It's like, Harry, how you doing? Nyetski. The fuck?
Take your stimulus check and shove it up your American ass. I want to get married.
Oh, I can't wait to get that stimulus check and buy $1,200 of scratch offs.
I figure I'd just go with $1,200 worth of Taco Bell. Seems like a good investment.
Yeah.
12. Can I take your order?
2
12?
meals.
Yeah, right. Good thing
I
you
would
have
like
a bidet.
$1,200 tacos, please.
Somebody
Sir,
just
it's gonna
quits.
take your time.
No rush.
Can you imagine
bring it out
working
to my
back in the
car?
kitchen and seeing that pop up on the
I'd
screen?
quit. I'd fucking quit. I would be like, fuck this.
I'm walking out.
Tacos are not essential. I'm
Yeah,
out.
speak for yourself.
Well, depends on the kind of taco, really.
Oh,
You're gonna need those. Depends.
This went many different directions.
It did all over the place.
That's what she said.
I set you up.
He did. You just lobbing them in there. Old Lobby Ralph.
So
Old lobby. Right?
Lobby Ralph
that
muffins.
doesn't even. What is? He just hangs out in lobbies.
Who's that guy? Oh, that's Ralph. What's he doing? He just lobbies, man. Just lobs.
Yeah. Why is Ralph in the Senate? Oh, he's lobbying.
This is dumb.
It is.
Ralph's favorite store
This
is
is
Hobby
dumb.
Lobby.
Just loitering in the lobby of Hobby Lobby.
Oh shit.
I think the
What are we
quarantine's
doing?
getting to us.
Yeah, what are we doing? What is life?
I think we're derailing. We're all going crazy.
The Hobby Lobby Lobby Hobby,
Do you
where he
understand
likes to give
life?
slobby jobbies.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you understand life? Do you?
it's funny you say that. I think that's a great segue into some questions we have here.
About
Not
slobby
really.
hobbies?
Yes.
Oh, slobby hobbies.
Well, hobbies is part of it. But we want to get some into some questions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So we do have some questions from a Mr. Drew Fields. Mr. Drew
Woo, 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 woo.
has been hanging around, watching Joe stream a little bit.
Fucking lurking.
Just hops on the Facebook page. But no, we definitely appreciate you interacting and getting more involved, Drew. So thank you, sir.
Yes,
And,
thank
by-
you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew.
By getting involved, he did send us a donation through Patreon and got to ask some questions of the guys. So we're gonna go through some of these. So question number one, Bachelor number one, what do you do
No.
for a living? But yeah, first one is, what do you guys do for a living? Podcast. I mean, come on, that's it?
It's not obvious.
No?
We
No.
live off this.
Yeah. Why do you think
We
I
would be
want-
fucking broke.
Oh, yeah, we would. And this is my it'd be MTV Cribs. Here's my cardboard box. It smells like cat urine, but it shelters me a little bit.
I don't know if we should. I think we should cut this bit.
What, my cat urine box bit?
No, just oh, if we lived off the podcast, we'd be broke. Like I don't think we should do that.
Gold.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is my day job. Shazoom! I don't know.
Shazoom.
Shazoom. Ralph totally copyrighted and trademarked that. Shazoom.
Oh,
Bless you.
Uh,
So myself, I program things for a market research company, but I'm confidential. I can't tell you who, but it's different. It's better than working at a bank like I used to do.
He
Fuck
works for
that.
KGB.
Yeah, very top secret.
yeah,
That's-
I am an electronics engineer for basically an electronics company. I don't want to say too much for
No, we
NDA
don't need to
reasons.
Names or anything.
We're so mysterious.
Well, confidentiality agreements are a thing.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yes, they are. All right, I'll go next. I am a IT operations administrator for a location specialist company, working in the financial sector, pretty much.
So if you owe money, they find you, motherfucker.
The opposite. The opposite, but
If you need to hide your money, now you can't find you. What?
nope.
Okay.
So essentially, the business
Clark works in Panama.
no. It's a company that actually finds assets that people don't realize that they're entitled to, and then contacts them for a fraction of the price and facilitates getting them their property.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
that's fun.
Find the asset and give it to them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of assets, go ahead, Ralph.
I'm a manager at a warehouse. I have a small team, and we ship things to people.
He works for Amazon.
No, I don't. I don't work for Amazon. I don't. I kind of ship things. I ship things to Amazon, but I don't work for Amazon, if that makes sense. Not sure that it makes sense. Anyway, Harry.
I am a store manager for a high volume pharmacy. I'll just leave it at that.
He's a drug pusher.
Drugs.
They were all so vague.
Yeah.
That's the world
I
we
work
live
at a
in now.
giant building. I put things on top of things. And
I
then
mean,
I-
nobody's just
in
gonna
a
be
truck.
like, I work at Apple.
Here's the address and zip code.
No,
Yeah,
no,
right?
no. I know.
Here's my employer ID number.
Nice.
That's
Getting
what
your
we.
paychecks.
Nice.
That's what we do.
Okay, what's everybody's favorite sci-fi movie?
Blade Runner.
I was gonna say, I think I know Ralph's.
Blade Runner.
Mortal Kombat.
That's. I'm sorry. That's not sci-fi.
Really?
That's
No.
a documentary.
Mortal Kombat.
That's a documentary. You mean what
That's an
almost
action-
just happened with UFC? Dana White turning into Shao Tsung?
Yeah. How about that?
I know. Man, favorite sci-fi movie?
I think I'm going to go with Starship Troopers.
Rico. You know what to do, Rico.
This is really hard because I feel like I don't watch a lot of like sci-fi movies outside of like Star Wars and Harry Potter.
Well, you
Well,
can say Star Wars.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider
But
Harry Potter to be sci-fi.
That's more fantasy.
Yeah.
oh, really? Oh, well, then it's definitely Star Wars because
Yeah, when you said Mortal Kombat, I was like, what?
Yeah, I know.
I was like, how is it not Star Wars? Like, you wanted to own a fucking Stormtrooper outfit. I don't...
I still do.
I know. I know you do.
Which one, Joe? I'm gonna put you to it. Which one?
Just a regular trooper.
No, which Star Wars film?
Oh, Return of the Jedi.
Really?
Yeah,
Second is Phantom Menace.
I am that weird guy that loves the prequels.
You like the prequels?
I do.
I
Where's
wouldn't
the
call that-
disconnect button here? Hang on.
I have sentimental value to them now. Like I kind of liked them previously.
You're nostalgic for the prequels.
No. Different, not nostalgic, sentimental. So my wife never watched Star Wars growing up or anything like that.
I was hoping you were going to share this, because this is what I was going to blurt out and probably be less eloquent about it.
Yeah, so she never watched Star Wars growing up. And we tried to watch episode 4, like started episode 4 and watch it, and she was not interested at all. But she's like a huge Disney freak. Like she loves the Disney and Pixar movies and everything like that.
She's a Disney freak.
She'll be the first one to tell you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so episode 4 is kind of like really hard to get into. Like in my opinion, like if you're just gonna start watching it, like it's kind of weird.
What?
Like you have to stick with it and like watch it. It doesn't like break the ice easily for somebody that's not really into those types of movies, like to
Okay.
begin with.
Okay.
So like a year later, I was like, you know what, fuck this. Let's start at episode 1 and see what happens.
Oh yes, much easier to break her in. Okay.
It was
Oh.
because she got attached to Anakin as like a young kid, and it was like, you know. So anyways, we started episode 1 and like she got attached to Anakin. So we just kept watching it. And you know, we got to episode 3 and like, you know, Anakin turns and everything like that. And she was like, "Oh god, this is crazy. Like we gotta keep watching." And then we kept watching it. And then like, you know, you get through like episode 4 and then, you know, you get into the point where, you know, Vader tells Luke that he's his father. And like somehow my wife didn't hear that through pop culture, like at all, ever realizing that Anakin was Vader. Like until that moment happened in the movies.
So her mind was blown.
Yeah, her mind was totally blown. So like that was crazy to me that she made it like that far, because like the only other time that's ever happened to somebody was like when the movies originally came out in like 1981, like because it's a pop culture thing, like everybody knows that phrase, so it was just like a crazy thing for me to have her like get attached to like the prequels first and then like follow through with it, and now she's like a just as big of a Star Wars fan as I am.
That shit's awesome.
Yeah, that's a really cool story. Thanks for sharing that, Joe. I am less of a heartfelt story of anything. I really like The Fifth Element, and I know people shit on that. I would still,
Multipass.
yeah, Little Corbin Dallas Multipass.
Corbin Dallas.
I know it is kind of one of those like weird little cult ones, and people like love to hate it or something else. I just really liked it. I remember watching it as a kid, and I'm like, oh, I really like this. And then it was pretty much when I had cable, if I was at home and flipping through and I saw it was on, it was the one, like one of those movies, like, oh, it's on. I'm just going to have to put it on and watch it.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. I don't know why you're trying to like, you've got your defenses up. Like, no, The Fifth Element is a fantastic.
I had a hard time with The Fifth Element. I'm going to be honest. I'll be that guy. I don't give a shit.
See, there's always one, and that's fine. You're
As long as your favorite sci-fi movie isn't Sucker Punch, I think we're good.
No, it's Hobo with a Shotgun.
That's a good movie.
That's not a
It's not sci-fi, though.
Well, it has those robots.
Joe doesn't know what sci-fi movies are.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming to the conclusion.
That's my favorite homeless man with a shotgun movie.
There has to be science in the fiction.
They got that weird head contraption thing in the beginning.
Mine is going to be Equilibrium. If you've ever seen it, it's a movie that came out right when The Matrix came out, so it got buried completely, and a lot of people missed it. But it's like Christian Bale and I think it's Taye Diggs are in it, and it's all about like a post-apocalyptic world where everyone has to take drugs to make them completely desensitized to life. So anything that makes you feel emotion is like banned. It's kind of like 1984.
Oh, yep.
It's really good, and there's like some really good like fight scenes and stuff in it. It's just, I really love that whole like fighting against censorship and that whole thing.
Yeah, I remember that now. I think I've only watched it like once or twice. That was a good ass movie.
It's hard because Star Wars, there's so much, but if I had to pick one movie versus that, it would be hard. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Equilibrium.
Can I change my answer real quick? I think my favorite sci-fi is Shawshank Redemption.
I was waiting for something.
Brooks was here, so was Red with a laser gun.
You know, it's a great sci-fi film, The Green Mile. What a wonderful.
Also Stephen King.
And also in a prison.
We got themes, boys.
We want to hop into the next one?
Yeah, next one. What other hobbies do you enjoy other than video games? There are no other hobbies, Drew.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at this question and I'm like, man, hobbies that aren't video games, like, now that I'm not like a teenager and I'm in my 30s, the crazy answer is like mowing my lawn.
Yeah, yes.
Joe, you work on your Jeep all the time.
Not all the time. Like, I wish I could, but it's too fucking expensive. Like, it's a hobby of mine, but I haven't been able to do it in like 3 years.
It's just an expensive hobby.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Hobbies that like, that's what I was referring to, like teenager and shit like that. Because yes, I love snowboarding too, but it's too fucking expensive to go all the time. So I go like once a year.
That your knees aren't what they used to be 12 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah. The old gray mare.
Yep.
But yeah, no, seriously, like mow my lawn. Fucking love it.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm probably going to have to jump on that one. It's something nice to look forward to. Then it's not much like to cut it like a specific length, like it going a certain way for that curb appeal a little bit. And then that goes to another thing. I like learning stuff. So I just learned how to fix the self-propulsion shit on my lawnmower because that stopped working. So I guess that's hobby. It's just projects if something comes up around the house. That and cooking. I really love to cook. Trying new stuff, new spices. We've been trying like some different like Indian recipes and whatnot. It's been fun.
Nice.
Expand your mind.
Yeah, you've always been kind of like a cook.
Yeah,
Covers.
yeah. I mean, it's what I wanted to do in high school, and then I realized it's like 16-hour days for $8 an hour. I'm like, maybe not as a career, but for fun.
Yeah.
But it's at least been something to fall back on. It's like in need of a job. It's like, well, I can know my way around a grill, so I can work that. Yeah, and that's pretty much all my hobbies.
What about you, Ralph?
Well, I got to be honest. I have hobbies that I haven't done anything with in the last couple years, like pretty consistently. I was a very consistent tennis player. My friend Lou and I, we would play, a couple times a month during the summer. Like I played a lot of tennis after high school, during college, after college. But I have not played in at least 2.5 years because he actually hurt his ankle in like playing dodgeball with work, and it was a long road to recovery for him. And I just don't have anybody else that I know that I can play tennis with, so I haven't.
I'd play tennis with you, Ralph.
Yeah, I played. I got a couple rackets in the garage. Your skill level is probably like 10 times above what I can do. But
all right, me and Steve versus Ralph.
yes,
Yeah,
single versus double.
Canadian 2-on-1. I used to do a lot of shooting, and I haven't done any in a long time. Like I used to shoot black powder with my dad, but that's going back before 2008.
That's not code for heroin. if,
No,
if anyone's curious.
Black powder? No, it's not
No.
code.
You're shooting black powder is what you said.
Well, yeah, shoot
Gunpowder.
like muzzle loading.
Like muzzleloader, muskets.
Yes, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
I guess I'll go. I guess one thing I still periodically do, not as much as I used to, but what?
I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
Are you gonna say like Warhammer?
No.
No. Oh well, I still paint figures quite a bit. I have all my models
That's what
built.
she said.
Yeah. I haven't bought any new models in a while, but I still pull them out occasionally and paint a few. And I did a lot of the figures for Gloomhaven that we're playing currently.
I thought you were going to say rollerblading, man.
No, fuck. I haven't done that in a while. I
Like a year.
we do a decent amount of traveling, though. I will say we hit like 2 to 3 states, new states every year that we haven't been to. We have this a map of the entire U.S. that you could fit a picture in each state, so we're trying to fill out that eventually. So, we've had some.
It is really cool. It's your knack for being able to find hobos in every single state to take pictures of.
Or take pictures with, man.
Tasteful,
Come on.
tasteful nude pictures.
How about that one where we're
in every
sharing a
state.
sandwich? That's my favorite.
Lady in the Tramp style, just
Yeah.
Crikey, we found another one. Now, cry it. If you make too much noise, you're going to spook them. Get
Is
a
it-
real nice. The hobo hunter.
Is it a hoagie? Because I'm picturing a hoagie.
Oh,
Jesus.
as bait,
I was thinking tuna fish sandwich or something.
Tuna fish? Oh, yeah.
PB&J.
some chicken salad.
Harry would never give up his peanut butter and jelly for a hobo.
No, that's true. Although, to
No,
bring up
I would
another
be in that
hobby,
hobo fights video. Over that PB&J.
Fucking bum fights.
what if we can get you two to fight for a sandwich? No, I'm good, man. What if I told you it's a double-decker PB&J? Fuck it. Where's my mace?
Yeah. Give me that brick.
Although I will say he may not share, but another hobby that Harry and I haven't done in a while is we went golfing for a little bit there, and
Yeah,
then,
we're going
then we
every
would
year.
have
Steve, I thought you were going to say docking.
Man, I was going to let that go. No, man. I mean, we share peanut butter and jelly sandwiches over that too, but it's a little different. But no, in
Sorry, before you finish your thing, Steve, I laugh every day. So we have this new product that came in for the seasonal section for like back to school stuff, and it's a it's a docking port or something like that that just says docking like huge across the box. And I laugh and think of you every time I walk by it.
well, I'm glad that you associate docking with me. That makes me feel special, Harry.
Every time he plugs in his laptop.
Yep. It's like, put this in my docking station. Oh, Steve, you scamp.
Oh, Steve.
Put this in my docking, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, everywhere you want to be.
I didn't get a chance to do it the last summer, and I probably won't this summer, depending on if the quarantine shit goes away or whatnot. But hiking is one of my hobbies. I thoroughly enjoy being out in nature, and also kayaking. I rented for a couple of years, and now I actually have my own, and I need to get that thing in the water. So
I just went kayaking for the first time last year. That is fun. I wouldn't
it
mind.
is a lot of fun.
I mean, granted, it was on a lake in like one of the inflatable ones, but still, just kayaking around on the lake, that was pretty neat.
We got to go whitewater rafting again. That was so much fun.
That was so awesome. That almost kind of rolls into the next question there.
High school party stories.
High school party stories. If I think of any party while in high school, it's up at the old cabin. Those got lit with smoking beer.
Oh my god, lit.
Smoking beer.
The smoking deer was awesome. Yeah, there's that. Other than that, I didn't really go to like any like high school parties.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
was
didn't-
always the staple. I always, as soon as we got to the cabin, I put a fucking Newport in the deer's mouth.
Yeah,
Every time.
the deer head over the fireplace. Always
Yep.
got one, and usually there was a cup or something else on its antlers. It got decoration throughout the rest of the time there.
I didn't really party in high school. That might sound a little sad, but like I didn't start like drinking or partying until college. I was a late bloomer. I didn't have any friends that had access to alcohol or anything like that in high school.
Not in high school. Right after high school. I mean, that's when
Right after, yeah.
Harry and I were living together, and we was copious amounts of house parties. So that was always good time.
I can't remember if I explained or told this story on the podcast at all before, but in college, it was actually Easter weekend. It's probably like 12 years ago now or something like that. I did get wasted off my ass in Philly. Like I was drinking 151 and I started to chase it with a
Lord.
different Bacardi. It was bad. It was very bad. But I passed out with my shoes on, and I was drawn on
Oh no!
all over. And I had to wake up and go home for like Easter on Sunday.
Oh man, you fucked up, dude.
Well, I sort of, kind of. So I woke up and I had marker obviously all over like my face and my arms, but then like my torso was covered with like penises and insert here and arrows and all kinds of shit. And I actually
They were all
like,
accurate.
yeah, yes, of course. I washed myself up as best I could for the exposed areas, but didn't touch anything for the unexposed areas. And I drove home and, like greeted my mom and my stepdad and whatever. And we were talking about what had happened. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to show you guys this because it's funny. And I lifted my shirt, showed them what had been drawn all over me. And they just laughed their asses off. Like we did nothing but laugh about it.
Oh god, that's
So-
awesome.
So I want to say it's like a funny ending to a ridiculous situation, but
At least you owned it.
yeah, I did.
Like,
I did.
Oh,
I
look
did
at my belly dicks.
Yep. You must be so proud. Take a look. Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
Yeah, I would agree with Steve. We didn't really go to any high school parties. I mean, like, you could say we partied a lot though, but I think like one of my favorite things that I did was when me and Harry, like after we used to work together, and like after work we went and like stole one of those huge we stole one of those huge fucking barrels from a construction site with the blinking light on top of it.
god.
And we took it back to his house and just fucking put it in the kitchen of his mom's house. And like you could see from the outside the entire kitchen just like blink orange like every 5 seconds.
Oh man.
I know. You know what the funny thing about that, Joe, is the next morning I'm sleeping in bed and I hear my mom flipping shit, but she was yelling at my brother because she thought he did it. I finally went downstairs. I was like, "Yo, I did it."
It's like, what the
He's like,
hell is wrong with
"You-
you? It's like, I
You
don't
did it.
What do you mean?
She's like,
you
oh,
did
okay,
it?"
have a nice day.
There were definitely some shenanigans. Either that or taking the play school car and parking it in the parking lot at McDonald's for the manager to find. That was one of them.
Or when John got Clark a 2.5 gallon thing of water.
That's right. Dude,
Oh my God.
It's more economical. You can get so much more water for like the same price. I mean, he's right. He was very sensible about it, but not just in like the execution of how the fuck am I going to drink this?
It was the most annoying thing. Like, I was just like, fuck. He's right, but fuck. I had to keep it in your fridge. I couldn't keep it like sitting next to me. I had cotton mouth like a motherfucker, and I'm just like, motherfucker. Now I have to get up and go to the fucking fridge, and
Oh God,
goddamn nightmare.
Yep.
Remember when we all weren't allowed to go to Harry's because John would just cook shit and leave dirty dishes?
Yep.
My mom wanted me to gather them all up and go throw them on his lawn so bad.
I can't blame her.
She was so angry.
What are all these dishes? Oh, John cooked. And? Oh, he just cooked. That's it. It's the end of story. We ate it. It was tasty. He left.
He's gone now. Bye.
I cooked you clean.
I got two stories to hammer out real quick.
Yeah.
But the first one, just to piggyback off of your story, Joe. You remember that time when we got kind of baked and then we just started running at like 2 a.m. and just ran around the entire town of Linfield?
I'm pretty sure that was like the same night.
Oh, maybe it was.
That's probable.
But on the way back, some police car drove up, stopped us, and started asking us questions. And I was answering like the cop with a straight face, but everything I said, you repeated word for word directly after I said it.
Oh, man.
And I kept like looking back slowly, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Joe's just there. No, I got this.
I've seen Super Troopers. I can do this.
Oh,
you see it as a comedy. I see it as a documentary.
Jesus, that was frightening. But the other time, this one is not as elegant of a story. But I used to hang out with this kid named Jimmy. I don't know if you guys remember him.
Yep.
Also met him through McDonald's. Well, not also, but I met him through McDonald's. There was 4 of us that got together for a party the one night. And I don't know, it got crazy pretty quick, but then I grabbed a bottle of vodka and just started chugging like a maniac. And they finally wrestled it away from me. And I said, oh, well, fuck that. And I grabbed a bong and drank all the water in the bong. So about a half hour later, I'm projectile vomiting across.
As you
I
should.
would imagine.
As you do.
As per tradition.
Yeah, and then I passed out on the floor. Well, 2 of my friends had sex on top of me, on my unconscious body on the floor.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was only half listening before.
Yeah.
Say this again?
Now you're listening.
Yeah.
Wait, they had sex on top of you?
Yes, on my body on the floor. The only reason I know this is because the other friend that was not partaking was watching. And he
And
told
later
me
told
the next day. Yes.
Hey, you don't even know what happened last night? What? You were in a threesome, but you didn't know
Harry.
it.
By the way, last night when you were sleeping like a little baby angel, your 2 friends there, they were doing the dirty, all right, on top of your unconscious body.
Well, now you just made it more creepy than sexy.
Yeah.
It's already creepy. It's creepy.
And
No.
just for the record, worst hangover I've ever had. The worst. Doesn't even come close to anything else.
I guess not.
I couldn't imagine. Oh, shenanigans.
So, are you still on speaking terms with those friends that fucked on your unconscious body?
I haven't talked to any one of those 3 in years.
Probably for
The best.
Yeah, probably.
Knowing who all 3 of them are, yeah, probably for the best.
I hate to quote Meatloaf here, but I would do anything for love, but I wouldn't do that.
Oh my God.
It's not that bad.
Oh my
man.
God.
It's-
I would not. What do you
it's
said? It's not that bad. What?
Yeah, it's not like the dude fucking pulled out and shot all over Harry's face or something. Like,
No, just as
well,
much
actually,
fun
I don't
as
know.
you
Harry didn't share that part of the story. Where did he finish, Harry?
I don't know. I was unconscious.
What's that hangover?
in his mouth.
my God.
Harry woke up. He's like, "Oh my god, my mouth! All I just
That's
tasted
terrible.
potatoes and salt."
I didn't know you were Irish, Harry.
Salty.
Oh man, yeah, but good times.
We do have another question here. Do we want to just quick fire that one off and then finish up here? Because we've been recording for a little bit now.
I don't know if I can recover.
I didn't even give any thought into this one, to be honest.
If you could play in a film, action movie to video game adaptation, what would it be?
Usually people would go the other way, but I never really think about going film to video game.
I mean, the thing is, they've done some, but they're just terrible.
Usually, like
Well,
what Scarface.
You could say
or
they've done like
Godfather.
almost all of them.
Yeah.
Wait.
Snowpiercer. There we go.
Oh yeah, I second that. That'd be awesome.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my god,
it's great. It's terrible, but it's great.
I haven't seen it either.
I knew it was going to be because Harry was like, Steve, you got to fucking watch this. Like, what is it? It's Snowpiercer. There's a train, and that's the Snowpiercer. Watch the rest. I'm like, all right. And I'm pretty sure I'd almost match his energy meant to tell me, and I will. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it like a post-apocalyptic ice world?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But it all takes place like basically on a train.
yeah, the whole movie's on a train.
Huh.
There you
It's
go.
awesome. There's a revolution on the train that starts in the back of the train. There you go.
Go watch it, and then let's make a video game about it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what'd be another good one? Pacific Rim.
Oh my god! There you go. I mean, it's robots fighting shit.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm sure there's a game that's like an equivalent of that.
Mech Warrior 3.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say.
Or what, like Armored Core? If you go back a little bit further than that.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I want to say something like Raiders of the Lost Ark, like a really good action movie, which I consider that to be a good action movie.
Uncharted.
I know. I'm getting there.
No, he's saying he wants Uncharted to be a video game. That'd be great.
It would be a great video game, probably.
You know, it'd be great if they turned the Tomb Raider movies into a video game. That'd be fucking phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Do.
I have a question kind of related to this,
Yeah.
but it just kind of popped into my head. Is there a movie that came from a video game that is better than the video game?
Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yes. 100% yes. With John Leguizamo.
And Bob Hoskins.
Wait, so that's better than Mario?
I'm kidding.
That's the joke.
Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
There you go.
Nailed it.
I would like to see Cabin in the Woods turned into a video game. That would be fucking awesome.
I just made Leanne watch that about a month and a half ago.
It's so good. The movie is so good. Or The Other Guys, the video game.
The Other Guy.
That would
Oh
be
my
fucking
God.
fantastic.
I could quit that movie all fucking day.
Let me fly.
I need an MRI. I need an MRI.
I think I just watched that like 3 weeks ago or so. I'm like, fuck, I love this. Sorry, you have to eat this terrible slop that my wife calls dinner.
You know what? I'm actually thinking like give me like a really good Terminator 2 adaptation for a video game. Not like there are no good Terminator games really.
Whoa, the Genesis one's pretty good.
Sega Genesis? Or
I don't want a
Terminator
side
Genesis?
scroller. I don't want a side scroller.
Sega Genesis.
There you go. Get some good old Aliens versus Predator in there.
Give me a T2 with the graphics of Resident Evil 3 remake, and I'd be interested to play that.
That actually sounds like fun.
Mhm.
I'm all in on that.
T1000 is your nemesis.
Didn't that company that made Rambo make that Terminator game?
They did actually. A friend of mine has played it. Actually,
Tell them next time you talk to them, tell them we're sorry.
well, they said that it's not the worst.
Yeah, that's Rambo.
You guys know who it is.
Yep. He who
Is it
should
this-
not be named.
Is it the same person we've named hundreds of times on the podcast?
Yes, it is indeed. Of course. Yes, of course.
Yes. Yes. All right. Game to film. Katamari Damacy. Done. Just someone rolling around a giant fucking ball for an hour and a half, just scattering stuff up.
That's
Sounds
video
like-
game to movie.
I know. That's why I said video game to movie. Katamari Damacy. I said it right beforehand. Well, I hope you like some of a little more insight to the depths of our past and likes, something like that. some not so savory stories and some ew what happened there stories. But yeah, good
Yeah,
times.
we'll try to get to more of the Patreon stuff as we go on with the MUBRS. If you're a Patreon donor, send in your questions. And if you want us to answer some questions, go ahead and hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and donate to the Patreon. All right, guys. We will talk to you later. Stay safe out
Stay
there.
safe.
Love you guys. Stay safe.
Thanks, guys.
Stay lovely.
There it
Stay
is.
lovely.
Stay lovelies now.
Stay sexy.
lonely.
Yeah.
Stay lonely.
Say, oh,